What is up, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bookie once again, and today I want to talk a bit about your sensitivity in CSGO and how you can set up your perfect sensitivity. In every FPS game it's always a debate if you should have a low or a high sensitivity. Having a high sensitivity means that you won't have to move your mouse a lot, while your crosshair in fact does move a lot. You basically have three different sensitivity sliders, or how should I say that? You have your DPI, in-game sensitivity, and your Windows sensitivity. To calculate your true sensitivity, you will have to multiply all these different sliders or settings. So what is the best? Most of the times, if people don't know what is good, they look at the pro players, and what do you see? Most of them have actually a rather low sensitivity. Almost all the players have a average sensitivity of around 1000, and when I first started playing PC games about 6 years ago, I was convinced that the higher sensitivity is, the better it is, because I thought I would be able to flick my crosshair much faster on targets, but I was playing Call of Duty at the time, so yeah, I was still not so smart. And I think it's only true for if you're playing on a console that you need to have a high sensitivity, because you can only move your joystick as far as it's physically possible, and if you have like a really low sensitivity, you won't be able to aim fast enough to make those flick shots. So after 6 years of playing with a real high sensitivity, when I started playing CSGO, I was playing with 2000 TPI and about 2 in-game sensitivity, but 2 weeks ago I changed it to 400 TPI and 2.5 in-game sensitivity, because although I was comfortable with that really high sensitivity, it didn't really feel very precise. So now, after 2 weeks of practicing, I can already feel the difference, and it has definitely improved my game. The first days the change felt really bad. I felt so slow while peeking, and especially with the AWP, it just felt really bad because I couldn't hit my flick shots anymore. But now my muscle memory has adjusted and I can be way more precise because of the really low sensitivity. I use arm movements for the flick shots and hand movements for the headshots at long range. So to find out your perfect sensitivity, I would always recommend turning mouse acceleration off, because you want your sensitivity to be as clean as possible. Mouse acceleration basically means that when you turn faster, your sensitivity will also raise during the turn. I think it can be really useful if you have like a extremely low sensitivity, but still I would really recommend turning it off. And I would also recommend buying a really large mouse pad, so space isn't the issue while choosing a sensitivity. I think if you want to find out a good sensitivity for your setup, you should set your sensitivity so that you can do a perfect 180 with one mouse movement from the left to the right, because you don't need to have the ability to turn 360 degrees. If you come from like a really high sensitivity, the change might be hard in the beginning, but it's really worth it, because now I feel like I have so much more control and I can hit the headshots much more easily. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe subscribe. So this is Bookie, and I see you guys in the next video.